Alright, hello and welcome. Baro Ki'Teer is here, and we've got the dev stream a little bit later today. So it's going to be a very busy day. Let's see what Baro's got. So,
Baro Ki'Teer.
this is... I mean, obviously it's not going to be the big haul from the 50th visit, but this is pretty damn good, honestly. We got Prime Pressure Point again, which obviously this is just a... It's just a raw damage increase, so if you've got the extra 40k endo just lying around, I'd say it's one of the middling prime mods in order of, like, priority what you should level, but you are getting more damage out of it, and I would say melee is probably one of the strongest things in the entire game in general, so it's pretty good. 385 ducats, there are definitely a lot worse ways to spend it today, so that's pretty nice. And then we've got some of the Ki'Teer Sentinel parts. I'll just show the full set of the Ki'Teer Sentinel parts on my Helios whenever we get back to the ship. We've got the Prisma Yamako Sandana, which I don't believe has a preview here, but you can preview it in your ship, I believe, if you can do the bracket thing on the ship. So I might do that. This thing, I don't have it because it's just not really much. If you've got the event one of these, it's kind of just that, only blue. And of course you can change the color, so kind of a lame one. Definitely not how I would throw 400 ducats around, but do what you want. Prisma Sigil, this is incredibly cheap. This basically costs nothing, and I think it looks really nice on Vauban. I'll show that on Vauban and just kind of normal on Xscale, so you can get a feel for how that looks. The Pyrus Sugatra, also, again, super fucking cheap, looks really nice, so we'll show that off. Primed Heavy Trauma. This is not okay. This is another one of those where there's one special case where I would say, yeah, sure, go for it, and that's if you want to use this on war. But I don't think that using this on war is worth the Forma and also 40k endo you would need to invest into war. So if you really like war, maybe consider getting this, but otherwise, not really worth it. And speaking of not really worth it, the Prova Vandal. So if you really, if you badly need 3k mastery, get it. Otherwise, don't do it. It's a machete type weapon. They're all dog shit. Prisma Tetra, pretty much the exact same scenario. It's a bad weapon. It's 3k mastery. It's got that going for it if that's how you want to spend 400 ducats, and you do you. And then finally we've got the new item for today, which is the Ki'Teer chestplate, which I'm not sure how this looks yet, but I will be getting, because getting a Ki'Teer armor set is actually something that I'm into, even if I'm not super psyched about the chestplate, because the chestplates on kind of all the armor sets aren't really for me. Otherwise, beacons are always good if you specifically need to go and hunt stuff down, although I will note that the Grustrag always show up in the Law of Retribution, so probably do that as opposed to spending a bunch of ducats on beacons here. The best of this group, I would say, would probably be Stalker, just because he's got quality stuff you can get from his drops, but Zanuka Hunter I find to show up much less, so there's potential there too. Overall, actually really solid. Actually not bad at all. Good selection of things here. It's for new and older players, I guess, for those that missed Pressure Point, and then new thing, which new cosmetics, always happy to see those. Anyway, let's head back to the ship and show all that stuff. Oh man. Oh boy. Oh, is it dying? Oh. Oh, okay. Alright, there it is. Hey. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Alright. Right then. Well, that's a new thing with this hotfix. That there just happened. Okay, anyway, moving on. Alright, so before we show off all of the other cosmetics, you can preview this one from this menu. So this was what the Prisma Yamako Sandana does, and this actually gives us a really good shot of the Prisma chest piece here, which also looks quite good. So this is what this looks like. It's not much different than the event one if you've been around since getting that, so it's okay. Yamako is not super great in my opinion, but it looks fine. You know what does look great though is this chest piece. This chest piece looks way better than it should, in my opinion, because like, wow, the preview for it, I feel like is just inaccurate to what it actually looks like. And while I think it's kind of weird with this actually having the projection, I kind of wish it didn't. Seeing this makes me really excited for the rest of the Ki'Teer set, specifically the shoulder plates. Because that could be really, really nice. Yeah, definitely this is above average for chess pieces, and I'm not really much for any of them. So that's really nice. And then outside of that, we've got the Pyro Sindana, or not Sindana. What the fuck are these things called? Nope, not that. Attachments. Sugatra. The Pyro Sugatra, which looks really cool. It's obviously super cheap, just like the Sigil. So those two things are definitely worth getting. And then finally, we've got the Ki'Teer Sentinel pieces, which I think look outstanding. They do really well in kind of a prime setup. And of course, since they've been fixed, you can change the energy color of all of the beams and stuff in here, which is really nice. So now that we've checked out all the cosmetics and such, let's head on over to console and see what they... All right, so here we are on console. Not yet. We're not here yet. Not quite. Yeah, there we go. Hey, ooh, nice. Okay, so what all do we have? Okay, so right off the top, Affinity Booster. You can justify this to yourself. I'm not going to argue it for you. Don't get the fucking mod pack. Every time I see these, don't do it. No, just don't do it. No. If this said like 400 Falcon mod packs, I'd still tell you to not do it. These are terrible. The Lizette Prisma skin, this actually looks really good. The Hecate Sindana is it's okay. Prime Slip Magazine, this is another one of the just not very good Prime mods. It's more just there than anything else, so beyond that though, we've got some really good... Oh wow, you guys got all this at the same time? I don't think we got all this at the same time. This is a fucking outstanding lower half. What's going on up here compared to this fucking bottom portion? Okay, anyway, Prisma Dual Cleavers. Probably the single best dual swords. They're fucking outstanding. 490 ducats might seem like a lot. It is not. These things kick tons of ass, so if you like dual swords, you just do yourself a favor and get these. Outside of that, slash mods, obviously Buzzkill has its place in a couple different builds. Sweeping Serration obviously has its place in the Tigress. These other ones, not really, but maybe for some gimmick builds, you might want to pick these up. Definitely the big ones here are Buzzkill and Sweeping Serration, 100%. Outside of that, we have the last piece of the Ki'Teer set, so I'm glad I showed that earlier. And then we have the earpieces for the operators. These actually look fine. I've showed them off already in a past Baro Ki'Teer thing. But yeah, this upper half, like this cosmetic is fine, and then everything else up here is kind of bleh. But you guys got some business down here. This is where the action is this whole like lower 8 items. Probably like I'd say if you've got like a little bit of extra ducats, probably get everything. Just get all of this stuff, because this is all outstanding. 500 might be a little expensive for the mask, but it's worth it for the fashion. But yeah, that's Baro Ki'Teer, and I'll see you guys in a couple hours after the dev stream, I guess.